Thank you so much for joining in, and thank you for participating in this webinar. You know, at times we get so busy, but I thought maybe it's very important for us to engage with our members. Some of you may have joined for several years, but you may not be aware of the benefits that the Institute offers. I hope all of us, we all know what IITPSA stands for. And we believe that every member can get more out of their membership. That's why we are hosting this webinar, to help you maximize on the benefits that the Institute have. Because we hear it now and then from the members that who are active in their chapters, in their special interest groups, that they enjoy both personal and professional growth as a result. And I'm one of the members. I've been in the Institute for almost 2 decades, and I've developed some more personal skills and also knowledge-wise in certain courses that I've taken because of the CPD points. You need to regularly update your professional development. So the people who participate wholeheartedly in our activities may develop these skills that I'm talking about, that you may not have learned it at the university and in your day-to-day work, but as you participate in some of our activities, you get to develop those special skills. Maybe, for example, project management, public speaking, networking, even sales and marketing and communication skills is something that you can learn from participating in our events. And also our events, they help to build professional networks and friends circles. You learn of career and business opportunities. And, you also have an advantage to stay on top of technology developments that may not be in your scope of your usual work. So today, we will outline some of the key benefits that you may be missing. And we also will be answering any questions you might have regarding your membership. This is intended to be an interactive session. So please put your questions or comments in the chat, and we will try to respond to all of them as we go along. And so the first one, some of the questions, we have received them. And so as I'll be talking through the presentation, please feel free to put all your questions in the chat. We will get to them. As some of you might know or may not know, IITPSA is the oldest professional body in South Africa for ICT professionals. And it's both SAQA recognized and IFIP and IP3 accredited. And it was established in 1957. So right now we are in 2025, so we can say that the Institute is 68 years old. I guess in 2 years' time, we're going to be celebrating the 70th birthday, I think in 2027, I guess, So when it was founded as the Computer Society of South Africa. And only in 2013, the Institute changed its name to IITPSA. And I hope you know what it means, Institute of Information Technology Professionals. In 2013, that's when the name was changed. So it was changed also to reflect our broader focus, and not just beyond computers, but to the entire ICT landscape. So IITPSA serves as a thought leader and mouthpiece for all South African ICT professionals, and it strives to offer broad range of member benefits. And the constitution of IITPSA, that it is established to represent, promote, and elevate arts, science, and general knowledge of information and communications ICT in South Africa, and in particular to advance and represent the interests, development, and professionalism to all employed in the ICT industry. And IITPSA activities include a number of webinars like what we are having today, and some of the events, we have them physical, like networking events, and we we have what we call Computer Olympiads. I'm sure you've seen some of it in our newsletters. And IITPSA President's Award. There's one upcoming in the month of November. And also the IITPSA ICT Skills Survey. So one of the questions that we also got, like, why is membership of a professional association like IITPSA important? Why is it important? So being an IITPSA member aligns you to the Institute of Code of Behavior, Code of Ethics, and a Code of Good Practice. Because when a member joins the Institute, he or she agrees to abide by the cause and all other rules and regulations of IITPSA. This enforces the professional credibility of each member. As you can see on the slide on your screen, some of the qualities of a professional member: ethical reliability, humility, etiquette, neatness, consideration, dedication, accountability, integrity, all those qualities of a professional people. The IITPSA professional designations are SACWA recognized and allow qualifying members to further reinforce their professional credibility in the eyes of their employers and industry peers. The networking opportunities that are facilitated by IITPSA allow the members to widen their professional networks for professional and business growth. And through our activities, one of our objectives for thought leadership is also enhanced, and social media presence. The IITPSA has built credibility and high visibility in the market, and members benefit from these associated with the respected body of the industry. Right now, I would like Calvin to go into more benefits that the IITPSA offer to our members. You can move on to the next slide. Calvin, over to you.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, members. So, like Madam President have spoken to us, the aim of this webinar is to chat to our members, to connect and to just reiterate, emphasize on what benefits and what are the things that you are missing out in the chapters or in the special interest groups. So I'm going to chat to you about what are the benefits does the IITPSA offer its members. As you can see on your screen, professional recognition. When you join the Institute of Information Technology Professionals, you are recognized as a professional, and you can as well acquire a professional designation that is registered with SACWA. So your professional recognition is both national as well as international, because the IITPSA is a member of the IP3, and we have an IP3 accreditation, which is an international accreditation. Moira is on this webinar. She is our rep for IFIP and IP3. Career advancement. It means that when you are a member of the institute, you are exposed to more career advancement, in that you acquire more knowledge that can help you with your career advancement in the way of continuous professional development. The more certifications. I apologize. I have to keep admitting people in the rooms, so that's a bit what I'm doing. As well as codes of conduct and practice. So when you sign up to be a professional with a professional body, you are adhering and accepting the codes of conduct and practice, which is ethical computing, professionalism in ICT, and continuous professional development. Networking opportunities. The IITPSA hosts a lot of special interest groups, which is what SIG stands for, and chapter events. At these events, you can meet your fellow IT professionals in your areas. I'll speak later where the SIGs and chapters are concentrated. You can network. You can find out where other people work, what do they do, and you can share knowledge at these networking events. And that's where you get your own networking opportunities. Products and service discounts. the IITPSA, they work with we work with ICT events providers in the country, where we get service discounts for our members to go to this event. We negotiate discounts for some products that you can find when you go into our library on our membership portal. Professional development, I did speak about continuous professional development to work together with the career advancement. We encourage our members to continuously improve themselves. In this vein, the IITPSA partners with a lot of training providers and universities. We accredit them as CPD accredited training providers, where we have confidence that you can go and acquire a certification or a degree or diploma that is valid, and it will be worth your while. We also produce a monthly newsletter that comes directly to your inbox, where you'll get updates of all the activities the IITPSA is doing, as well as news of the industry at large. There's also professional recognition via the President Awards that happens every year around November, where we recognize excellency in the ICT sector in South Africa, and you can be recognized at these awards as well. But I think the most important thing I left for the end there is expert opinions and thought leadership. Our membership, you the members, it comprises of experts in our ICT field and industry, where they offer expert opinions on trending topics or on things that are happening. We release those into via press releases or on our social medias or on our newsletter, and you gain insights on the industry as it progresses. Our next topic is what chapters and special interest groups does the IITPSA have? So the chapters we have the Gauteng chapter, the Western Cape chapter, the Eastern Cape chapter, the KwaZulu-Natal chapter, and the Women in IT chapter. Pearl is going to speak more there about Women in IT chapter, but that is a specialized chapter that focuses on women in IT. We also have special interest groups, blockchain, innovation, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and robotics, software testing, enterprise architecture. All these special interest groups can be of interest to you depending on where your interest lies, where your expertise lie. You can join these special interest groups and meet and network with other IT professionals with like mind, and you can share knowledge and uplift each other. And that is also a benefit of being a member of the IITPSA. So the question that I usually gauge when I'm outside meeting members, stakeholder engagement is, how do we attain our professional membership, or what is the difference in the membership grades? So I wanted to chat a bit about that today as well. So I just came from Tshwane University of Technology in the Soshanguve area in Pretoria, because I was at the career day there. So I was chatting to a lot of students. There was a lot of students today. We have student membership. Why do we have student membership? I was explaining to the students that we are trying, or we are working on giving them, a window into the profession that they're going to be in, working in. We give them guidance, we give them information to say, this is what's currently happening in the profession that you're going to join, and it gives them, confidence. And by the time they join the professional, they have actually an idea of what is happening in the industry. And then the rest is an associate member, is a level of entry-level membership that we give, that you can acquire as someone who have a brand new graduate, maybe 6 months to a year in the industry. Member is a full membership that you can acquire if you have been in the industry for about 2 years and more experience-wise. A professional member, that is a designation registered with SAQA. This designation is when you acquire this designation, it demonstrates that you are You have extensive IT experience backed by significant academic achievements to the extent that you can truly claim to be recognized in the industry and with a professional designation that is registered with SACWA. The same goes for the professional CIO. It's also a designation registered with SACWA. The designation shows that you are at the highest level of your organization experience and you have gained appropriate levels of knowledge and experience, and that you can share that knowledge and you can manage big organizations, big teams. And the IITPSA recognizes that, as well as this professional designation is registered with SACWA. A fellow is a designation that is bestowed on those members who have made exceptional contributions to the Institute and the IT industry in South Africa, or the broader ICT community and society in general. Corporate and educational institutional membership. So the IITPSA recognizes companies that want to adhere to the ethics and professionalism in our industry, and we register them as members, and they get their IT staff to register as individual members, and they also benefit from being members of the institute. We also have education institutions, universities, training providers that become members because they want to say that they are serious about their professionalism, about their ethics in educating IT professionals of the future. We also have a membership that we call enterprise membership, which is for huge and large organizations where they have plus 26 IC staff. And the advantage of that is that those, if you register a huge number of your staff, you get a discount as a benefit of that. So I give back to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to quickly talk about the women in IT. I think if you can go to the slide before that, Kelvin, thank you. Which is the Women in IT chapter, that aims to further innovation, leadership, and inclusivity in the technology sector. The Women in IT mission is to grow and to mentor and empower women to thrive in the ICT through impactful programs, mentorship, and community support. And I'm happy to say that we have two beneficiaries that completed their degree. One of them was studying at UCT, and one of them was studying at a college, Vida. Moira, is that correct? Vida was at college, and Zuleka was at UCT. They all completed their studies in ICT. So we're happy for them. And so that's one of the things that we do. And it also strives to encourage and empower young women who are seeking career within ICT, as well to uplift women who are established in IT careers. And this year as well, at our President's Award, we're going to have an award specifically for women in IT. So please be on our, check the requirements. Maybe you might be the one who's going to win that award. So please check our website regularly and also your newsletters to get more info. And I just want to thank Tenzi. Tenzi, I'm not sure if you're connected. You want to say one or two things for the women in IT? She is the Women in IT chapter chair, and Ashley as well. She's the vice chair for that Women in IT. They've been doing great job. I mean, they've been organizing some programs, to promote the women in IT, because we are trying to make sure that as the institute itself, we try to shorten that gap that exists between the women in IT, in South Africa. IT is mainly dominated by male, but right now we are changing the story, and the institute itself is contributing to that through this initiative of having the Women in IT chapter, mainly focusing on the women in IT. Thank you, Kelvin. I think we can move on to talk about the CPD points. Nasha, you can talk about the CPD points. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. And good evening, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join us. I am Nashia Rajkumar, and my focus is more on the operations side of the Institute. Today, my focus is going to be on bringing transparency, clarity to some of our processes. I will be talking about specifically the member and critical skills application process, some of the common reasons for declining applications. I will touch on CPD as well. Going to just share quickly. Okay. Paul, can you see this on your side?
Yes, I can see it. Thank you. You can go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start with the IITPSA applications. When you log on to your member self-service profile, these are the options available to you. So Calvin has spoken about the student application process, generally for first-time undergraduate full-time studies. However, I just want to add on that if you continued your studies from the undergraduate level to postgrad with no break in your studies, you may also qualify for student membership. Calvin also spoke about the member application process. So this application type will generally be for those who do not require a visa, or if you wish to apply for the critical skills assessment letter at a later stage, then you may apply for membership only. Once approved, then you get a membership certificate that is QR coded and can be downloaded via your online profile. Next, we have the member and critical skills application process. This application type would be for those who require both membership and a written confirmation of skills, usually for visa purposes. I will come back to this to go into it in more detail. And we also have our designation applications, which is the certified member, professional member, and professional CIO. I'm going to go into a bit more detail on the membership and CSA applications. So when you're applying for membership or a critical skills letter, it is very important that your application is complete in terms of the documentation that is required. So these are the main documents that's required, and I'm going to speak about it a little bit because this is the main queries that we get. It's the main source of confusion, so I just want to clarify today. So passport, updated CV, reference letters, 2 reference letters on a company letterhead. These are one of the most important documents. The reference letters need to verify what you've claimed in your CV. So for example, if you've claimed you've worked at company ABC as a QA engineer, let's say June 2024 to March 2025, then the reference letters must match. It cannot state that you worked maybe as a network technician, but your CV states you are in quality assurance, and then you're requesting to be evaluated against a software testing skill, for example. So it all needs to tie in with each other. The claimed experience on the CV, so I'm referring to the job title, start and end dates, must match what the company confirms on the reference letter. Secondly, if you are working at a company to date, as per your CV, the reference letter should not have an end date, because remember, the professional experience points will be allocated based on what the letter confirms. And this is why I said updated CV. So not just CV, updated CV, because the CV needs to match what your reference letters are confirming. The CV is also your chance to motivate to the assessor that you have the skills that you are claiming. So if you say you worked at a company for 2 years, let's say as a test analyst, and then under your responsibilities, you list maybe participated in daily scrums, logged bugs when necessary. What exactly does this tell the assessor? Actually, not much. So we have to wonder on our side, are you possibly an end user, or do you actually have the claimed skill? So on the CV, use this as your opportunity to include what you would like the assessor to know. Writing test plans, logging bugs, writing automation code example, etc. So the more of this technical detail included, the clearer it becomes that yes, this person does in fact have the skill they are claiming. Okay, academic certificates and transcripts. We sometimes get queries about why transcripts are necessary if I've got the degree certificate. So, for example, if your qualification is not ICT related, then the assessor will go in detail through your transcript to see if there is ICT content throughout your academic qualification to see if we can allocate academic achievement points. Another important one is the SACWA evaluation certificate. Now, the NQF level on the certificate must match or be higher than the NQF level of the skills you are claiming. I will explain exactly what this means on the next slide. The next important aspect of the evaluation certificate is the QR code. So if your certificate has a QR code, this means IITPSA can verify the authenticity ourselves immediately. However, if your certificate does not have this QR code, we need to send this to SACWA, request and pay an invoice, and then wait for verification results. This can take 3 to 4 weeks sometimes, and this is where the delays come in with applications. If you do not have a SACWA evaluation certificate at all, then we cannot proceed with your application. We sometimes get queries from applicants saying, I have applied with SACWA, can I apply with IITPSA in the meantime? Unfortunately, we've seen that SACWA can take up to 8 months to evaluate a foreign qualification. So unfortunately, we need this in order to proceed. Next, you are required to select up to 3 skills. Now, this depends on your experience. You cannot claim software developer skills if all the experience on your CV is in multimedia design, for example. I've taken some screenshots from the Critical Skills Gazette that was last updated in October 2023. I want you to pay close attention to the NQF levels listed against each skill. So as you can see here, for applications programmer and computer quality assurance analyst, we need NQF level 7. Program and project manager, quality systems manager requires an NQF level 8. So when choosing your skills, please ensure that you have the required NQF level for the skills that are claimed. Okay, I want to look at some of the common reasons for decline. The main one we have is that the qualification is below the required NQF level. Now, I must emphasize these are not IITPSA's rules. This is laid out in the Gazette, and we need to comply with the Department of Home Affairs stipulations. And we do have many cases where applicants feel that this should not apply to them because they have 10, 20 years of professional experience, for example. But without the required qualification, there's unfortunately nothing that we at IITPSA can do. Next, we have the claim skills that do not match professional experience. So this is what I spoke about earlier. If your entire CV lists all your experience in software development, you cannot come and claim a skill in research and development, for example. Okay, then insufficient post-qualification experience, or the experience can't be verified properly. We need at least 2 years of post-qualification experience. And while pre-qualification experience may be taken into account, provided it was not concurrent with your studies, this may then need to be specified on your written confirmation of skills. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the professional designations. So beyond assessments, IITPSA also awards professional designations. At the moment, we have the professional member and professional CIO, which is SACWA registered. We have launched the certified member designation, and we need a certain number of applications before it can be registered with SACWA, and that is why we are trying to encourage our members to apply for the certified member designation. Okay, so having a designation is a mark of professional standing. It can enhance your career development and recognition because it is SACWA registered and it is closely tied to CPD. So I'm going to quickly talk about SAFIA and the Skills TX report, which is what I've shared. SAFIA is the skills framework for the information age. It is a global framework that defines digital and other ICT-related skills. Now, what does this mean for you? So as a member of IITPSA, you can generate a Skills TX report free. When you log into your online portal, there is a tab for Skills TX that will take you to a set of questions. Now, answering these questions can take anything from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on your answers, the amount of experience, how senior, the seniority of your experience, etc. So once you are done, a report will be emailed to you that looks something like what I've shared. Based on your answers, it will grade your skills against the SAFIA framework to see where you fall. Now, for example, if you apply for professional member or professional CIO with us, we need this report. And it's because our professional member designation is graded at SAFIA level 5, which means that when I receive this report, I need to see at least 3 skills at SAFIA level 5 and 3 at level 7 for professional CIO. Our certified member designation is at SAFIA level 3. So this Skills TX report is also useful for your career growth planning. With this document, you can easily tell in which areas you need more knowledge or experience, for example, and how you can work your way up to SAFIA level 7. Okay, let's talk about CPD. Now, CPD isn't only for those with a professional designation. This is something that benefits every professional. It helps you to stay up to date with latest technologies and trends. It demonstrates a commitment to lifelong learning. And most importantly, it creates a habit of reflection and growth. So if you haven't started already, please start submitting your CPD units regularly. While it is a requirement to maintain professional designation status, all our membership grades can submit CPD. So when you log into your online portal, so I just spoke about, when you log into your online portal, on the top, you'll see a section for My CPD. When you click there, you'll have the option to add a CPD record. This is just some test records that I did. When you click on Add a CPD record, you'll be taken to this screen. It's very important to be familiar with the CPD policy, which is available in the library via your online portal as well. So you will put in the date, title of what you're claiming for. Now, if you are a professional member of professional CIO, that's a category you will pick because we require at least 72 points. But there's also categories for certified member or for non-designated members. Right? Then you'll be able to pick a subcategory. There are various subcategories, I'd say 10 to 12, and the CPD policy will give you more detail so that you know which is the correct one to pick. There's also maximum amounts of points that can be claimed for various sections of the CPD policy. So you'll enter your points, and majority of the claims need some kind of evidence. So unless it's an unverifiable CPD claim, so example, you watched a YouTube video, you read a book, Unless it's one of those, then we need verifiable evidence. The accreditation number and organizer just refers to your certificate if available, and then you'll just state if it's verifiable. And once we receive your CPD claim, then our team will review and communicate with you on the outcome. So I'd like to just end with a reminder that IITPSA is only as strong, active, and relevant as the members behind us. This is your professional body. We exist to support you. So please attend our webinars, our in-person networking events. Engage with us on social media, especially LinkedIn. You know, my vision for IITPSA, if someone wants to know anything IT related, they would come to our page and post a question because they know our IT members are the thought leaders in this and, you know, want to get their opinions. And when we put out the call for nominations for the President's Awards, think of your peers who deserve recognition and please put them forward. Let's continue to build a strong and professional ICT community.
And also, if you like to have more of this interactive session, whereby you're asking us questions, because you are a member and you're entitled to understand our processes and certain things that you might require, please let us know. We can have these kind of sessions quarterly, depending on your, on your feedback. If you feel like it's something that we need to do now and then, please let us know on the email. Send us an email and let us know what you think about these sessions. Thank you so much for attending. I hope you have learned something regarding the CPD points, your membership, you know. Have a lovely evening, and we hope to see you at some of our webinars. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks everybody for taking the time to be here. Bye-bye.